camera. Oh, I'm sorry. If the camera goes, I'm going to pull it out.
Mr. Singer notified the public that notice of the date, time, location, and the meeting to the extent known was provided at least 48 hours prior to the commencement of this meeting in the following manner. By posting such notice on the public announcement board of the Lakewood Board of Education offices in the Lakewood Township Municipal Building, by mailing such notice to the offices of the Asbury Park Press and Tri-Town News, by filing such notice with the board secretary, and by mailing such notice to all individuals who wish to represent the body the same. Mr. Fink?
Here.
Mrs. Gonzalez? Here. Mr. Grunhut?
Here.
Mr. Smithio? Here. Mr. Ostriker?
Present.
Mr. Seifert?
Here.
Mr. Silver?
Here.
Mr. Thomas?
Here.
Mr. Zlotkin?
Here.
General Quorum.
We don't have any clarifications. Minutes from the last meeting.
We have no minutes, Mr. Thomas.
Okay. Resolution, likewise, list, recognition of the public.
Yes. Tracy Tiff.
Governor, Tracy Tiff, 1380 Pasadena Street. I just have a couple questions going over the agenda. But the first question I have is regarding the SES program. Rumor has it that it was canceled, the children's program, for the summer. We need to know why it was canceled. Is it because of lack of funding or because of some other reason?
Through the chair, as board parliamentary, all questions must be asked at once.
Yes, I have a question, but I'm trying to get to the agenda. The other question that I have is, I see on the agenda that page 5, letter H, that they're hiring a new, not hiring a new, but putting out the bid, a new bus service, not service, but transfer kids for $210 for being a little bit excessive. Also, too, I see that the page number 6, item 9, number 3, that they're putting out for new consulting. If the district has no money to pay much of anything, why are we putting out for bid for new consultants? That makes no sense. Hold on, there's other questions here. Oh, another question I have too is that they're on the Lakewood website that they're posting for new positions. One is for the assistant superintendent. Another one is for an assistant principal. My question is, since you laid off 2 assistant principals or demoted 2 and got rid of 1, why can't the 2 that you laid off fill one of those positions that is posted on the website? Thank you.
Through the chair,
Yes,
Mr. Thomas, may I speak?
yes, Governor.
Regarding employee issues, we cannot discuss particular employees in public without them receiving a rise notice, but I leave the rest to you, Mr. Thomas.
With regard to the SES, one of the things that we were apprised of by the State Education Department was that we were cited because we did not have enough participation on the part of the children. And that has been the case from what I understand, for the last 4 or 5 years. And this year, we made an all-out effort to get every child possible to take the tutoring that's provided through the SES funding. We are now at the point where every child is, I believe, and Bob can give me the exact figure, but it's approximately $1,700 per child. And that gives us, there's a finite number to that. And we have no longer the fund and the children, the highest number of children that have ever been serviced in Lakewood have been serviced this year. So in fact, I think the highest number in all of New Jersey, we are one of the highest districts. But the fact is that we have exhausted that money.
Chair, it's $1,674 per year per child, and that's correct. We've exhausted all those funds and utilized them on all the students that have requested tutoring services through SES.
Would you like?
William Howden, 30 Schoolhouse Lane, Lakewood. Good evening, Mr. President, I was wondering about the physical plant of the schools, how well off they are or how badly they're faring. I understand that there's an awful lot of problems with leaky roofs, etc. Just regular plant deficiencies dealing with leaky roofs, mold, mildew, etc. in the schools. Could you tell me, is this have you witnessed these issues also? Anybody? Mr.
Do you have any other questions?
Yes, if it would be okay for members of the public to go through an inspection tour and look at the schools and prepare a report on what our findings might be to determine whether we find such deficiencies.
That's it.
That's right.
Well, I will let you know one of the first things that I did when becoming one as president. I decided that we would put together not just your normal board Buildings and Grounds committee, that the Buildings and Grounds ad hoc committee that's really going to look at the schools and make the recommendations is going to be made up of 2 board members and 3 community members. So I had 3 individuals in mind, and maybe I can look into inviting you as one of those members, because I think it's very important for the community to be together with some of the board members to truly see the state of our schools and to be able together to recognize the needs from all perspectives, from those who are charged with governing the budget to those who are the ones that are responsible to pay the taxes, to see how for many years here in Lakewood we have put off countless major projects, and we do in fact have some very serious challenges. I think the mold issue they looked at, and they were able to show that it wasn't something that is dangerous in this particular area that we had looked at. But in general, there are some, we can't get by it. My kids go to 2 of the schools. There are some buildings that are leaking. We got some roofs that need repairs. We got some issues at hand, and hopefully what we can do is, through this ad hoc committee, put together a real plan for our needs and growth, and then the next time that we put out a budget that's inclusive of adequate repairs, get the true community support that we need. Because that's what it's all about. We will need support from all sectors of this community when they truly get involved in looking at what our schools are in need of.
Can I say one more
Through
thing?
the chair, that the rule is there can't be crosstalk.
Well, he can say one more thing.
I would think that physical problems such as leaking roofs, mildew, mold, and issues such as that must be addressed on an ongoing basis as general maintenance.
Mr. Hoppe, I did let you speak, but I'm going to share with you, that is what happens. It's addressed on an ongoing basis, but some of the issues are complete and total renovation. We need some roofs for. We have $1 million projects out there. So, in answer to your question, we don't just let buckets fall in. In some cases, they have to repair things and patch. We even have money in our budget to patch, but I'm trying to say, we can go a step further than that. Patching is not enough. This community at some point is going to have to realize that we're going to have to put the monies in place to actually treat the buildings as they need to be treated and bring them all up to par so that we don't have this continual patch job going on. So that's all that we really can have any more crosstalk about that, but that is the answer to that question.
Through the chair.
Yes.
With the hotline that Ms. Silver is going to announce tonight, is there any way we can make the principals and maintenance workers at the schools accountable also, and add that, what Mr. Hoppe is talking about, onto